Hi, I'm Nancy from Exceptional Travel. Today I'm here to talk to you about small groups and future travel. With things going on in the country and in the world with the COVID, um, many of us are not traveling but sure do miss it. So I thought maybe we could talk about some future things, maybe help you plan. Our brochures are coming in every day and they're free. And we have also all of the 50 states of information as well. If you're just looking for something to do here in the United States, feel free to stop by anytime. Okay, so back to group travel. Um, One reason I brought this up today is because I thought you could control your group if you decide to make one. It could be just your family. It could be your family and extended family and friends. You could maybe put a limit to it that you only want to travel with 12 people. Or maybe you're looking to earn a travel credit where you might be able to travel for free. There's even a third option that some tour companies and cruise lines do things for charity. If you sell so many, they match it and put it in a fund for your local charity. So small groups are a really good way to travel. And so once you have a Pied Piper per se, or a group leader, somebody that will be in charge of the decisions and especially the money, um, your next step would be to come see us at Exceptional Travel. Myself or Teresa can help you plan out and give you details that you might not have thought of. Like if you travel in the summer to Australia, that's their winter. Or maybe you might need to have a certain shot if you want to go to Rwanda to see the gorillas. So things like that is where, a good travel agent comes into play. We know a lot of ins and outs. Also, one thing I should point out is that we are part of a larger company and we're independently owned, but we get to pull with them. So we have good vendors, good contacts. If anything happens in an emergency, you call me, and I always have somebody to call. It's um, it's a great way to work with things. So once you decide on, your best weather and when you want to go, and we have a date, then we want to work with the tour company and get something set up so that they can provide us things like maybe a flyer to produce to hand out to people, or send us a box of extra brochures that people might want to pass around to their family members. And then, of course, we would need sign up forms. And that's why a good person in charge, a group leader, would be great for that. They would collect the money by a certain date. And then when we made the booking, we would know the final due date. And people could have options of either saving up the money in their own account, which is what I recommend, or two is to make payments along the way and get it all paid off that 60 to 90 days before you travel, and then you have a little bit of time to get some shopping done and start packing and things like that. So picking a good company is also part of um, a travel agent is to help you. So I thought might show you just a couple here today. One here that has become very, very popular is Active and Discovery River Cruises. These are for the person who wants to get out there and explore their destination stop for the day. They want to go kayaking, or they want to rent the bicycles and go down all the paths. Especially in Europe, they have bicycle paths and they are nice. So there's also, immersive type of experiences. So if you wanted to go to a winery, but then stay and have lunch with the family. So you have lots of options, and that's where I would come into play to say, oh, okay, well, I like Avalon for this reason for your group, or I like Uniworld for that reason for your group. And speaking of Uniworld, they've come out with a new product, and it's called U River Cruises. And this is more of the younger crowd. I think they are providing it maybe for the early 30s type of people, where they might want to sleep in a little bit later in the morning. So they would have a later breakfast brunch ready for you. They might also have a more immersive recreation thing, like you might go to a gym, or you might go hike up to a mountain and do yoga. Or maybe if you're in a fun spot, maybe in Paris, you're going to go out and hit all the shopping and the eating and the food and drinking. So this is a new product, so I thought I'd bring that up. Also, Gia Ventures is a very good company. I love them to death. And they have several different types. They offer small groups, they offer active groups. For instance, this one is for hiking and rafting and biking and backpacking. So if you want something lined out, or maybe you don't feel comfortable about going to another country, you could do one of these groups, and there would be a leader and escort you around, and they do a wonderful job. They've also started a small program for the 18 to the 30-something-year-olds, because they know that people these days are thinking, I want to travel the world. I not necessarily want to save up for a house. So for those people, there's all kinds of options. You can see the whole world with Gia Ventures. Um, One of my specialties for myself is that I am an Alaska expert. I've done a series on that, which you can see on YouTube at Exceptional Travel Agency. But I wanted to bring up this one company, and they're not just for Alaska. They also do the Sea of Cortez, um, the Pacific Northwest. You can go to Friday Harbor. You can take a skiff out to the killer whales. They also do the Lewis and Clark River Adventure. And these, again, are small groups, immersive. You might get off and go walk a small trail. What I like about Uncruise is it's for all ages. They say that if you can literally just walk 1 mile, then you can do anything on this cruise that you want to. But it's small, it's intimate, you're going to know your captain. So, rates for Alaska, this is a 2020 brochure, but the rates are slowly coming out. And I always like to let people know that you get things earlier. The planner, the more you plan, the better off you are with Alaska, because things do tend to sell out of the popular items. Okay, so again, these vendors are people that are going to be helping your dream come true, your dream vacation or your bucket list vacation. So I'm here to help you provide those information on which would be the best for your dream trip. Lastly, I could be a group leader if you wanted me to travel with you. I've done Alaska, the cruises, and the land extensively. I am an uncruise specialist with Uncruise and the Caribbean and several river cruise companies. So that would be an option. I could be there to do all of the hotel and airline check-ins, um, make sure that everything's lined up for in the morning, make sure people's luggage are out, and I could be an emergency contact. So say if you are on a trip with G Adventures and you've lost your passport, you can call me. If your kids need some stitches on their foot, they can call me, and I can always be there to help, because that's what travel agents do. They start from your beginning, from your dream, make your plan happen, and then welcome you home. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and look for more videos in the future. And if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 502-863-9511, or please visit our website, exceptionaltravelshop.com. We have quite a bit on there. It's a new website that we're pretty excited about. Okay, have a great day. Thank you.